From a $12 million LA mansion to an abandoned Scottish shack. This is the YouTuber house tier list. Okay, none of that stupid dramatic intros out the way. Colin Furze, the man best known for building stupid shit out of his garage. Well, this is his house. Just a standard semi-detached UK house. Except for the fact it has a secret bunker underneath that goes under the whole house and garden. And on top of that, he's building a car underground elevator garage thing that connects to it as well. It speaks for itself. S tier. Lazarbeam. Located in Sydney, Australia, he owns a $10 million beachfront house, or $6.6 million. Australian currencies are slightly inflated. As you can see, Lannan had zero input on the house's interior design. And that's not me trying to be sexist, he said it himself.
This house tour, you will realise I have had zero input in anything.
They've also got a fireplace, which seems a little bit odd, because I swear it doesn't get cold in Australia. Oh, and they've also got a Dolce & Gabbana Smeg toaster that's $600, which also comes with a huntsman spider in it, apparently. It's got a bar, a pool, a spiral staircase, a backyard to do cartwheels in. It looks like this from the back. It looks like this from the front. Yeah. I know where Lazarbeam lives, which is kind of weird. I'm not going to show you the exact location, so if Lazarbeam's house gets blown up, I really hope I wasn't the reason. Nice place though, solid A tier. Casey Neistat, the man that seems to only remember he has a YouTube channel every 3 months. He lives in this $3.7 million house, or mansion. I don't actually know the difference. It's got a long skinny pool, it looks like this from the top, and it's located in Venice Beach, which is about here on the GTA 5 map. Saying that, I'm a bit confused. I thought he lived in New York. I swear that's kind of Casey Neistat's whole thing. Turns out he does. He moved back there like 2 years ago. Shows how good of a researcher I am. Decent house though, B tier. From dodgy eyes to dodgy eyebrows, we've got Vicstar. 1, 2, 3. He lives in this ultra-modern, black and white marble monstrosity. He's got a symbiote-looking chandelier that costs about $3,000 apparently. There's a broken glass wall, an outdoor pool, which is completely pointless seeing as he lives in the UK. All it does is rain here. There's a cinema room, a gym. It's a pretty standard millionaire YouTube home. Not my cup of tea, but a solid B tier. A slightly less luxury house is this. Van. It's owned by a guy called Trent The Traveller, and I'm jealous. Extremely jealous. Fuck everyone else's mansions and swimming pools. This guy lives in a $50,000 Ram van. Pause. He travels to loads of different states in the US. He's got a big bed, a kitchen, a cute dog, and a gaming setup. What else could you ask for? He also games outside sometimes, with views like this. S tier. I don't think you can beat it. The Stradman, the guy that bought a Lamborghini when he was earning $40,000 a year. Well, this is his $3 million house in Utah. It's cool, I guess. But the reason it's on this list is because beneath the house is a supercar Batcave, which he doesn't really have that many pictures of, I've found out. And it does just look like a big American basement. Bit disappointing, not as cool as Colin's bunker, but still pretty solid. A tier. Going back to the bog standard YouTuber mansions, IShowSpeed lives in a $10 million rents the house for $15k a month, so he's basically poor. But it's a big mansion in Ohio, which makes perfect sense. Ohio is known for breeding spastics. It's got 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4,700 square feet of space, a swimming pool, a hot tub. So pretty boring if you ask me. Sorry Speed, but it's going in the dog shit tier. Next we've got the Sidemen house that they haven't lived in for 5 years. Fuck, this is such a bad video. Well, they used to live here, just south of London, in the poshest, most expensive area I think I've ever seen. The property was a 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 15,000 square feet mansion that is estimated to be worth £3,913,000. So about $5 million. How do I know this? Well, I mean, it's right there. I'm not going to give you the address as I said previously, do your own research you pleb, but the house actually looks nice, and I'm blinded by nostalgia. A tier. The outdoor builder built this outdoor house. Thinking about it, isn't every house built outdoors? Like that's kind of the whole point. Anyway, he built this house, and this one, in the woods. How sick is that? He literally built a hobbit hole from, well, The Hobbit. I have no idea how much it cost to make it, but it doesn't matter. Bro built a house from nothing but mud, wood, and an axe, and probably made about 50k from the 2 videos. S tier. David Dobrik owns a $12 million mansion in Los Angeles. It has 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, complete open plan living space, infinity pool, basketball court. You get this view of the sunset. It's unreal. Out of all the stereotypical LA YouTuber houses, this has got to be the best one. I just want to clear up that my opinion on the house is not indicative of how I feel about the person living there. David Dobrik, more like David Dobrik. I'm sorry, but we stand with Jeff and Jason. The house is a B tier. Another slightly controversial figure, Steve will do it. His isn't really a house, it's a penthouse in Miami. Pretty standard for an internet Wi-Fi money YouTuber guy. But it's the fact that he's got a full-on dinosaur in it. Probably a Stegosaurus or some shit. A tier. Mr. Beast lives in a $15 million warehouse in Greenville, North Carolina. And this is his house, which is kind of just a room. It's got a bed, a setup, a bathroom, a TV. I like it, if I'm honest. I'm not sure if I like Mr. Beast himself as much. I have no clue how serious all the allegations got in the end, but the room is cool. And I mean, a lot of people work from home nowadays. I guess you could say this guy homes from work. Get it? It wasn't even my joke. I just stole it from a comment. The room's a C tier though. The A&P house, a 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom, 8,000 square feet mansion that is on top of a mountain. Or kind of. It's 1,500 feet up, so a bit higher than the Empire State Building. That is such pointless information, I'm really sorry. It's got a cool view. You might occasionally catch Duke Dennis doing parkour on top of the house. It also sold for $2.4 million. Which seems cheap, I can't lie. But I guess it makes sense. They do have to live in Georgia. I don't even know if that makes sense. I'm British. I have absolutely no clue if that's a bad place to live in America. But I like the house. A tier. George Dunnet, a name you probably haven't heard of, and neither had I, but I had to include him because in the great country of Scotland, he lives in the most luxurious, bespoke, grand house you may have ever seen. Okay, maybe my description wasn't perfect, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. It's made out of old stone, there's a bit of foliage growing up the wall, it's got a nice glass window, a big wooden door gate thing, and it's got an actual door, which is good. There's a nice little front garden, inside there's a fireplace, kind of. It comes with a ladder and a wheelbarrow, some wooden stairs that take you, well, upstairs. There you'll find a room with not much in it, to be fair. The window from outside that you just saw, it's a pretty cozy space if you ask me. I'm going to give it an S tier. Why is that, you ask? I don't know. Maybe because he renovated the whole thing and turned it into a sick gaff. God, that is so cringe. It's now got 3 windows, some new guttering, a snazzy little door, a couple lights outside. Beneath the stairs, he's got a little Harry Potter cupboard thing. There's a bed, a toilet, which you can have a massive shit in. There's some new stairs, which, well, they still go upstairs, and they lead up to a pretty cushy kitchen, living room, office space. It's class. Do you understand why I put it in S tier? I think if I upload a few more of these tier list videos, I might be able to buy my own house and put it in the tier list. So maybe like rewatch this video a couple of times so I can earn generational wealth. Subscribe, and don't turn on post notifications for my channel, because apparently that fucks up the algorithm. Cheers.